Hello everyone, welcome to episode 30 of the Counting Stitches podcast. My name is Bianca. I'll be your host. You can find me on Ravelry as Bianca SCH and on Instagram as Jeopardize with an H after the J. And today we're going to talk about some crochet, some knitting and some spinning. So yeah, let's start with this. I am wearing my own design Jane. Again, let me back up a little. We're also in another room because my cat is sleeping in a chair. I usually record in, so I'm not waking her up. We're in my office, so if you hear some whizzing, that's my computer because I'll be looking up some names for people from whom I made something. So yeah. Let's start with some finished objects, because I kind of got stuck in a hyperfixation. I have ADHD. I don't have the external kind. I have the internal kind, but I do get hyperfixation. I get some other stuff that are usually associated with ADHD. I got late diagnosed. I got the diagnosis like 3 or 4 years ago. Oh yeah, a lot of things made sense, and I have a cousin who was like, yeah, I could have told you that. I'm not the only one in my family apparently, so I am one of the few female ones who have it though, so yeah. Also risk, I'm in a swirly chair because I'm at my desk, so if I move a little, I'm sorry. I'm trying to minimize the movement to the lowest point. And if I move my legs, you won't be able to see it because it's just the lower half moving, so we should be fine. Hyperfixation. I saw a picture of local yarn store sharing fingerless mittens in a specific yarn. I do not have that specific yarn. I have the same kind of yarn in my stash. Fingerless, easy fingerless mittens by Maggie Smith in 3 sizes, free pattern on Ravelry. Yeah, I made this with some yarn I got at their thrift store back in February. There's a yarn haul video on the channel as well, and it is Noro, and it is the new Noro Korean in their color .349, and oh, that's weird. They all say it's the same color. I have one that was a different color, or I lost the band somewhere. 344. So yeah, this tells you a lot, right? It gets even worse when I tell you this isn't the only yarn I used. But yeah, but let's start with these, because like I said, I got stuck in a hyperfixation and I'm trying to stay on screen without scooching up on you too much. Hello. This happened. Yeah. Wait. Because I keep feeling like I didn't do anything this month. I did a lot. I finished a mask. I'm also working on Halloween costume, so yeah. So this is the one that started it off. And then it needed a sister, right? Because you need two. You have 2 hands. Most people have 2 hands at least. I had some yarn left, so I made another one. And this is definitely a case of sisters, not twins, because none of them look alike. So I have 3. I will need a 4th. Still had some yarn left. Now this one actually looks a lot like that one. So these are nearly twins, right? I have no other one that does that though. They have some similar colors. But then we have 5. So we need a 6th. And Noro is 100% wool from memory. Yes, 100% wool. I still have some left in this colorway. Not enough to make another set. Discontinuous color. And I looked. Oh, I looked. Yeah. So my plan is to use this with some black yarn if I find the right thickness, because I have some, but it is thinner, so it looked weird. Yeah. I had 3 balls of this color, so I made 3 pairs of fingerless mittens in a women's size. They have 3 sizes: child, women, and a man. It's easy enough pattern to either make smaller or larger yourself. If you look at it, you will you will see how to do it. I'm not gonna tell you because it's her patterning. You need to look at it. So I went through the first color, and I can make 2 mittens from 1 ball of yarn. And I have a suspicion that one of my balls wasn't a full ball because I have a lot left. I might be able to make a child size. I'm not sure. I'm not going to try it because I already tried it with another yarn and I had to rip that back. So, yeah. Then came this very foresty one. And definitely not a twin because this one is more blue. I only have 1 pair of this because I don't have enough yarn to make another one. Oh, let me put that there. Move my tea a little because I know myself. Let me put that over there. I have some yarn left of that one as well. Probably not enough to do contrasting. It might go in my scrap bin, and it will go into my bigger beekeeper's quilt, because I'm doing sock yarn beekeeper's quilt. I might make a bigger one of that. And you'd figure, well, Bianca, you made 5 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pairs of fingerless mittens. Are you done? No, we're not done. Actually, my brain gets pissy now when I try to make something else. We're not done. We're not done. So, yeah. And this yarn was gifted to me by the foundation my uncle helped run. I was there to use their spinning wheel. They have a modern Luette. I wanted to try it. They said, oh sure, come. I brought my own pour and they had me try it. And they were like, we have a lot of yarn, we need to get rid of it. And I was like, well, why don't you make something with it and try to sell it? Because they do little markets to fund their the things they do as their foundation, because a lot of stuff they do is just for people. And they were like, yeah, well, and I was like, well, I can help you. I have a hyperfixation at the moment. I am making a lot of fingerless mittens. And they were like, well, here, I have some yarn. Good luck. So this is one of the yarns they gave me. Some have balls, some don't. Some are wool, some is acrylic. It is all over the place. But these are Scheepjes Pampa, which is a 50-50 wool acrylic blend. And it is nice and thick. No, still need to weave in some ends, as you can see, but I can, from 1 ball I can make 1 pair. I have 2 of these, so I can make another one. I am now making child size, so you can see that. I have this much left of it, which will go into my scrap bin. But yeah, we're not done. My brain is not letting go of it. So yeah. Because I will tell you, these are my only finished objects. So yeah. Rolling into... Whoops. I guess. Which is also new cast anchors. Guess what? And I just chucked every other thing on my desk to show you, so this is gonna be fun. And I full on realize how ridiculous this is. I do. I realize it. Yeah, and this is the child size. The child size isn't that much smaller, to be honest. It might be because I'm using a different jar. And you can see it's slightly... There's an edge there, which would make up for the amount of stitches. But the ribbing is the same length. The thumb is the same, the amount of increases. And the top ribbing is the same as well. But yeah, whip. So let me see if I can find the ball for that, because I had it on my desk just now. And it was in my pile of thingies. And it is now, so it's another one. Anyhow, it's a 100% acrylic. I have 4 balls of that. Technically, I had nearly a sweater quantity of it. I'm using it held double, sorry. Just to make it a little thicker and sturdier, because I do enjoy the feel of those thicker ones. Now, these are, I say they are thick. They are not as thick as the Naro is, actually. Correct at gauge, I'm getting the same amount, so yeah. I wanted this to be nice and thick as well. If you're gonna wear it during winter or whatever, you want warm hands, right? So I'm holding the yarn double, and I will do the same for the men's version, because they gave me a blue one. I have several, but the blue one for the men, the lady picked it specific because she liked the color, and she might want some for her husband. So yeah, I crank out about a pair a day on the fingerless mittens, which I do realize is insane, because I do other stuff as well. I don't sit here all day. So yeah, I can't tell you how long it's gonna last. It might go away, it might stick, I might hate it next month. And I do realize this is insane. I realized, like, it is an easy project though. It fits in my purse. I can take it anywhere. And I have some train time coming up, some car time coming up too. Cause yeah, I can do them. Yeah. I know it's insane, but it's fine. I will lean into insanity. Everybody needs something, right? So yeah, these are the Easy Fingerless Mittens by Maggie Smith. It's a pattern from 2011. Apparently it works, right? Yeah. Let's just move on. Let's go to my black sweater. So my black sweater, I showed that. Yep, there went my bobbin. Here. Yeah, and we're all over the place today. I apologize. I'm busy. It's busy. I'm chaotic. I know. That's why I'm not recording on a Monday, which I didn't even tell you. It is Wednesday. Today. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Apparently my government is also a little woozy on dates because they forgot the first of the month alarm. That's what I use to remind myself that I need to record. Somebody apparently forgot to press a button because I didn't hear it in my area. My mom did hear it in hers, so they did use it. So either it's broken or they just didn't push the right buttons. Happens every now and then. Yeah, but it's Wednesday, Thursday. It's Thursday the 10th. This is my black sweater I showed you last time as well. I have obviously split for the sleeves at this point, and I have just connected the front. Working on these on my 3mm needles, and the yarn is over here. It's Harriet Fine, Juniper Moon Farm. Juniper Moon Farm, Harriet Fine. And this is a baby alpaca blended with nylon for durability. The color is 2006. It is 100 grams, 461 yards, or 420 meters. They suggest a US 0 to 3, 2 to 3.25 millimeter needles, or a USB/1 or E/4 to 25 to 3.5 millimeters. It is a 75% alpaca and 25% polyamide. It is a #1 superfine yarn. Now, yarn weights doesn't tell me anything. I just look at this and I go like, well, I can use that for, and either it works or it doesn't. In this case it works, so I'm using it. My aim is to make this a super comfy sweater. It is black, so yeah, it's just basic increases. I had to fudge them to get right amount at the front. It is fine. It's for myself. I'm just playing. I'm also gonna use, and here comes the other no, I'm gonna use this, which I bought for a hat for my mom, which she doesn't want. It's too bright, and they're afraid they're gonna break it. And with they, I mean both my parents, because the black yarn, I bought one for my dad's hat, and he was afraid who was gonna break it. Got some more at the thrift store. I have enough to make a sweater. I'm making a sweater. I don't care. If I break it, I break it. I make it, right? So these are gonna be the accents on the ribbing. I ripped the hat back. I'm gonna use it. Quick note on this. This was my two-faced top I was working on. Front, back, different colors. I didn't like it. I ripped it back. It's going into hibernation at this point, because summer's over. We're back on sweaters. I don't mind. So yeah, working on this in daylight because it's black. It is nice and wide. The V is very deep, but ribbing will fix that when I get there. I'll get there when I get there. So yeah, working on that. This is currently sitting in my living room. It's my living room project. Stay. And then we go to a blast from the past, because I brought this back out of hibernation now that it is no longer too warm to work on it. And you will see the likeness. This is Jane. There you go. Some faux smoking on the front and the back. It is basically the same sweater as I'm wearing, just with some less ribbing, because this is very high, which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. This is yarn I bought in England when I visited there in the beginning of April. These are 4mm needles. I think I did the ribbing on 3. I'm using on my other sweater at the moment, because I bought the needles at Loops, so I bought the yarn there as well. I'm grabbing that. This is Loop Orkney Angora. This is St. Magnus DK, 50% Angora, 50% wool. It is 50 grams, approximately, there we go, 200 meters. They suggest a 4 to 3.5 millimeter needles, hand wash or dry clean, hand dyed in the Orkney Islands in Scotland, and this is their color Jade. Let me see if I can. Originally I wanted a dark color, but I'm no tiny lady. They didn't have enough of that yarn in the colorway I wanted, so I went with this. This is a good petrol color. I enjoy it. I like it. Now, the sweater looks very tiny, but it will stretch. This is a very, very stretchy fabric, which should be fine. I had split for the sleeves right before putting this away because it was too warm. I have since done another repeat and I'm getting ready to do another twisty. I'm calling it twisties. It's basically just pulling up loop. The stitch isn't that hard. It is very fun and it looks very sophisticated. So yeah, enjoying this, taking notes, still plan on making this pattern. I am learning though. Give me some time. Not much more I can tell you about this. I picked it up. It is in my purse. Well, it was in my purse. I plan on putting this in my purse again to work on it. Yeah. So I need some priorities. But yeah. And then I have one more, which I talked about last time because I was planning on doing a separate video on it. I recorded some clips and I did an intro. At least I thought I did an intro, and I took a picture. So yeah, I might still do some clips on it. I'm not sure. Because I had already gotten past the sleeves at the point where I realized, well, I don't have an intro to this thing. I don't have the clip where I'm starting it. And I hate myself for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuss too much about it. So I might just put it here. Let me just, it's crochet by the way. Let me pull it that way. And this is Dimensions by Mermaid Cat Designs. And it is their lacy dress, which looks humongous. There we go. Yeah, it has some lace detailing. I am making this in 100% acrylic discount yarn. I have, well, that's not it. There it is. I bought for my mom. My mom's stash came home with me because mom isn't crocheting anymore, and this is just basic 100% acrylic from a discount store near me. As you can see, it's $2.50. There we go. A ball. It has 870 meters. I have 4 of these, so I will be making a long dress. Pattern. I am enjoying the pattern. It's not that difficult. Construction is interesting enough to keep me engaged. It was up until where I am right now, as you can see. I'm just increasing now for hips and width on the skirt part. I have some complaints about arms. I am a bigger lady. I wear a 44-inch. I have a 44-inch bust, which in sizing means I need to make a size extra large. In her sizes, that means I am at the top end of the 44. So she goes from 30, 32, 33 to 35, 36 to 38, 39 to 41, and 42 to 44. So that would mean that I would be right at the top, which means it should be good. Now I have a fabric left at the sides, which means that in my armpit area, it will bunch. It will go like that. It looks weird. I'm hoping something on the back will fix that, because as I am a bustier lady, I cannot have, let me show you, I cannot have the back like that. There we go. There's nothing there. No. I have boobage, and I need that support for them, because I'm not getting a black eye on my own. So I plan on adding something in the back. She has an option for that. You can eat buttons. You can make basically repeat what you have done in the front on the back. So yeah, gauge. I don't think she has gauge in her pattern. She just mentioned you need a gauge. 19 half double crochets by 14 rows, should be 4 inches. So four inches. This is in centimeters because I'm European. Mine is actually a little smaller. I'm at 17 half double crochets. So yeah, where do I go wrong? I shouldn't need to have that much room, right? Row gauge I'm on. So where am I going wrong? I don't know. At this point I don't care either. I'm hoping fixing the back will just tighten stuff up. Still have some meds in my mouth. Yeah. I'm working on this one. I feel like it. .5 millimeter hook. Other than that, nothing special. I'm just on increases until I reach a certain point, and then I will do some more lace. It goes through with decent lace, so you have your ass covered, you have some of your legs covered, and then do some more lace. So I'm just gonna go for it. If I'm not wearing it, maybe somebody will want it. We'll see. It's a lot of this, just a fun project at this point. Let me put that back where it belongs, because it's at my desk. If I'm gonna call with a friend, I will pick it up and I'll work some rows on it. Yeah, I have a lot of projects on my desk. That's why I keep looking that way. I have an L-shaped desk, so I have too much shit on my desk to actually show you. And it's not just yarn, it's also cork and super glue and contact glue and foam clay and wire and tubing, and it's everything, because I'm still working on Halloween. I am making a ray gun, and I'm making armor, and I did finish the mask. I totally did finish the mask. So, but that's at my uncle's. I can show you. But yeah, these were all my what I've worked on. I didn't work on the Ghost Whisperer project. I'm still on sleeves. I'll finish it. I will. I still don't enjoy the lofty thing on a big needles, and meh. Yeah, let's go into spinning. I said I wanted to finish 2 bobbins. I finished 1. I'm halfway through another. As you can see, it's still not perfect, and I'm fine with that. I am still learning, right? So let me scooch up on you so I can show you. This is the yarn I make, which isn't too shabby. It's just that at some point I twist too much and then it goes curly whirly. It tends to disappear when I ply them together, so I'm leaving it to see if that will work again. But yeah, I finished one bobbin. I am nearly done with the first fur. I have ordered another one, and I kept telling you it was Drents Heideschaap. It is not the Drents Heideschaap, it is a Teslaar. So sheep from Texel. I don't know how you confused that. Apparently I did want the Drents Heideschaap, which is on my list to try later on. I also got another fur, which is also Teslaar, but the white grayish one. It isn't a white fur. It has some flecks of other colors in there. One of my cats just woke up. He'll come here. Hello. Hi. Oh. And this is my big red boy, who hasn't been feeling too well for the past few days, so he's sad. He's sad. I did get that because I was visiting, like I said, I was visiting the foundation for my uncle to try the spinning wheel the lady has there. She said it was fine. She actually found it comforting. Very, very cozy, gezellig. That I was there to use it, and she was just puttering. There were some ladies there. We're also doing some crafts. Just talking, drinking coffee, as you do. So I got to try her luette, and I made some yarn. Well, and I had to fight the thing. I'm really honest, I had to fight the thing. So it's not perfect, and I wanted a little more thick thin because I plan on making a scarf with this fur. The other yarn I'm planning on making a sweater, so I need it more. But this I want a little bit chunky. There you go. A little more fluff, and it has some fluffy bits. Like I said, I really had to get used to the thing. It didn't help that here at home I can just focus, and there people are talking to you. There's a lot of stuff happening, but it looks fine. I wound it smaller than I did my other ones. I don't know how much this is. I would have to figure it out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. You can actually see the color in there. So yeah, I actually have a spinning wheel. I bought a spinning wheel from someone who clears houses for a living, and well, I bought two. And one of them is shaped like a luette. It just doesn't have the markings on it, so I'm pretty sure it isn't. But I intend to use that to spin this. I just need to get her to stop fighting me. She has a drive to work, let's put it like that. If I don't hold onto stuff, she will just pull it right out of my hands, and I would like a little more control. So either I'm using that one, or I will try to get I have another one. It has a double drive band. I do have a band on it now, so I might try to get that working. I just need to clear the bobbins because someone had it as decoration in their house, and they put an 100% acrylic yarn on all of the bobbins. On all of them. So yeah, I do have them now that they don't squeak, so that's a pro. One of them sounded horrible, like nails on a chalkboard. I used some sewing machine oil to clear that, because my mom suggested it. And yeah, I just need to clear bobbins on the big one because she's a big lady. And she actually has that arm on it with all the bobbins, and she's a big lady. The double drive. I call her the double D. And yeah, I need to fight the compact lady on her working drive a little to see if we can figure stuff out between us and go from there. And I'm just looking over and I'm seeing another project. It's tiny though, so I might show you that. But yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm still prepping for Halloween. I have Halloween karaoke on Friday, which means I will be awake for the night. I'm staying at a friend's house. He's picking me up after work. Yay! Because there are not trains this weekend. Usually I take my mobility scooter and I go into the train and then I drive through them. It's like from my house to theirs and back, it's like 20-25 kilometers. So it's at the top end of what I'm able to drive with my mobility scooter without charging it. It's at around 30. 40 if I push it, but then I need to go slow. And every noise that thing makes grinds my gears. So yeah, I asked if he had to work here because he works here in the city, and if he was willing to pick me up, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll text you when I get off work. Like, yeah, thank you. So, and I could get back by bus if I need it. They have a bus stop in front of their house. It's just that I get a little motion sickness. Tiny. I don't enjoy cars. I don't enjoy buses. I can do trains. I can do boats. Ironically, I can do boats. I also can fly. It's no issue. It's just buses and cars. I have and little cobblestones in my mobility scooter. Like, I'm in an old town, and we have little cobbles on our market in the city center. And I need to slow my speed, and it goes slowly, and I get motion sickness in my own scooter. But yeah, I'm going there, and then in 2 weeks' time, my best friend will be coming over, and we will do some scare acting out in the forest. Well, actually, we won't be out in the forest. We'll be inside of like a big storage container dating from the 70s, and it's this big half circle thing, and they are putting stuff in there, and lights and smoke machines, and there are mice in there, so you will hear little skitterings. The floor isn't even, so I'm guaranteed gonna go flat on my face, but I'm looking forward to it. I just need to finish everything, and I'm still working on that. So gun, armor, and then I need some, what do you call them, oxygen tanks. Which I actually I've all the materials ready. I just need to do it. But I'm still on the astronaut suit. I'm one of those girls who would loudly proclaim I would never wear a lycra catsuit. I am wearing a lycra catsuit for this. So basically, it's one of those cosplay things with and usually they have the zipper up to there. Well, can you see where that ends on me? Yeah. No. Mine is going up to there. Zipper's going up to there. It's fine. I don't want anything showing. Like, it is showing. And I'm not tiny. So, well, it's fine. And I don't know. Mars Attacks is an old movie, so a lot of people wouldn't have seen it. But they were also very glittery capes. I intend on making the cape for Comic-Con later on. So it will cover the butt a little. It will also cover the boobage a little more, so I don't feel fully exposed now. It could be I don't feel exposed at all. I also have the chest piece and the oxygen tank on my back, so might be fine. I haven't tried it on yet because I can't. Uncle is painting my mask. So he might have it finished Friday. He might not. We'll see. If not, Dad said he would drive me to my uncle to pick it up once it is done. So, progress, right? I guess everything is a little bit hectic, a little bit chaotic, and yeah, and it's going. So let me show you the last whip I just put my eyes on. And it's with my leftover yarn from my cottagecore crop. So I'm making some baby socks. Like I said, it's tiny. Like this stitch marker is nearly as big as the project. I just cast on, so it's still on 2. I cast on 2s, it's fine. But yeah, I need to work up to 2 inches, 5 centimeters, and then do the heel, flap, gusset, whatever. Yeah, it's like 2 fingers. I'm doing some baby socks because I can. Nobody's stopping me, right? So it's just on side of my screen, and I will pick it up once I feel like it. So yeah, I think that's all for today, actually, project wise and then rambling wise. So yeah, plans. At least finish one sweater. Maybe get through my hyperfixation of the, I think all the gloves, mittens, whatever they are called. So yeah, I'm not making big plans because it is a busy month. There's some shit happening, and my meds aren't still working full on, so I'm still very tired. Just had a hospital appointment, so at least I'm allowed to slowly lower the dosage on one of the meds. She thinks I can because the infection or the white blood count in my blood is going down, so that's a pro. But yeah, I'll just keep plugging along on my fingerless things, and I will maybe see you all next time. Bye bye, everyone.